Hello everyone. In today's lecture, we'll be um, blending the flashlight montage. So right now, if I'm to press E, it will actually as you can see, only play the montage, which looks bad because she should keep on running while holding the flashlight in that position. So what I'll do is go to the horror folder and open up the ABP mani because this is our parent over here, and from here we'll go to the anim graph. um, and from here what we should do is we are already using a default slot for our montage to play, and we have our montage over here, AM flashlight. So what we'll do is open up the flashlight, and over here on the Windows you can click on anim slot manager to open up the anim slot, and over here you can see we have a lot of slots over here and two groups. So I'll not create another group, I'll just create a slot and I'll call it equipment. Okay, equipment slot, because this is the slot will be what do you call it, blending for most of our equipment while in use. So let us go back over here in the main states, and from here we'll take the main state and we'll save it to a new cache pose, and we'll call it the main state cache. Okay, I'll put these above like that, and from the we'll call the main state cache twice, and then we'll use a function called the layered blend per bone. And from here you can see this function takes two inputs. One is the base pose, the pose that is supposed to play continuously at all times, and blend pose is the pose that it is supposed to blend over or put over the base pose. So it's there's like two animation, like one we have the flashlight montage and also the running montage on together, right? So it will try to blend a specific part of the body with the running movement so it looks a bit more natural. So for that we called in the main state cache twice, and from here we'll call the slot as well, but by default you can call the slot default, and click on this, and from here you can drop down and check in the equipment over here, and you can plug it in the blend pose. Okay, and I'll just save it to a new cache as well, and I'll call this equipment blend cache. Okay, and if you click on the layered blend per bone, you can see it has a setup, and in there is an index. You can click on the drop down and you will see there's a branch filter that takes in an array, so you can click on it and it will create another index, and from here you will have two members inside. One would be the bone name and the blend depth. So to get the bone name, we'll go to character, bones, and bone names. So from here we'll know which bone to take. So for our montage, as you can see, it's the right hand side of the character, so we'll be using the upper arm R, and we'll put the bone name over here exactly word by word. Okay, don't mistake any upper or lower, you have to put it exactly how it is. Okay, so I'll put it as upper arm underscore R, and the blend depth, let's start from 0, and I will tell you what it does, and click on the mesh space rotation blend to true. So compile, save, and now all you have to do is call our equipment cache over here and plug it in like this. Okay, so now let's go back and play, and you can see how much it blends. It doesn't blend at all because, yeah, in the flashlight, in the montage, come over here and you'll see it's the default slot. So click on the slot over here and slot name, change it to equipment. Okay, and it will break this montage, save and close it. And if you open it back up, you'll see it's playing the montage again properly. So which is good. Now let's go back and press E, and you can see she's running and she's actually holding that hand like this. So she's still holding the flashlight and while running. So now as you can see, her hand is a bit stiff even when she's running. So let's say if you wanted it to look a bit more natural, so you would play around with this blend depth. So what it means is, down the hierarchy, let's say you have specified the upper arm R, so down this hierarchy how much it should blend. So to check how much hierarchy you have down there, you can go to your skeleton and from here click on the character, bones and all hierarchy. If you go there, you can see this detailed structure, and from here you will see the hierarchy from here. So as you can see, there's 4 primary hierarchies and childs over here in between them as well. So so you get an idea of the number of hierarchies you have and the number of bones you can blend. So let's start with 1 first. So what's it supposed to do is, it's supposed to blend only one blend till the depth of 1. Okay, so now if I'm to play and press E, you can see she's actually like moving her arm now, see, a bit. So at 0, let's say 0 again. At 0 she isn't moving her arm at all. At 1 she would be slightly moving her arm to the side. Now let's change it to 2, and you can see the movement is much more hectic, to be honest. It's way too big, it's way too much shaking. And if you go ahead and make it to 5, you will see she's actually almost doing the running position with her lower part holding the flashlight. So this is more of a frantic run with the flashlight. So we'll go with 1 or 0. You can go with 0 as well, but I'll go with 1. 1 looks fine. 1 looks fine. So I'll go with 1. And also she's running by default, so we'll go to the third person character a bit, go to the character movement and type in max walk speed and make it to around we have to check actually to anim graph. Let's go to the main state, not main state, sorry, locomotion, walk run, open up this one. This one is 175, so 175 is the walking speed, so put 175 here. It will play her walking speed, and she's walking now, and I hold it like this and you can see it looks natural, much better. She's walking and holding the flashlight. This is perfect. So I hope you understood the layered blend per bone function and how the slots work in the montages. And in our next lesson we'll do something such as, like, she's stiff while she's walking, right, but while she runs she should, like, let's say if it's 500, 300 should be fine. Let's say she's running in 300 speed. Wow, no, 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 definitely not 300. Actually, let's see. 350. We can lower it actually. 315. We can make this one by 250 ish. So this one will go back to no, that's fine. 250. Right. We had 262 over here. Okay, that's just fine. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 over here, we can actually go for 3 or 2, right? Just like that. And can we do it 250? No, we can't. mm, let's make it to 60. 250. No. Okay, let's move it lower over here. How much is this? 116, which is fine. Just move it down below. 116, which is fine. And this one would be to 233, 175. 233 seems fine. So lower it to 233. There we go. Make it to 2 and we are good. So 116 or 233, 240 is fine. So 240 would be, and 118 is our walk speed by default, which is good actually for walking around a horror mansion. The speed is fine, and while running it should be around 233, 240, let's say, for running. Yeah, the animation does not go with this, does it? Huh. So no, make it to 300. Alright, what's wrong with 300? No, okay. 5, 300, 284. Okay, how is it doing this? 8 should be around 300, 359. Okay, fine. 300 is 9, 140. 315, which is fine, good enough. 140, how much is this? 105. 105 is fine. Even 140 wouldn't hurt actually. Keep it at 140. Now make it to 2. Then at 15, which is good enough. Right, 315, right? So 350. mm, eh, the animation does not match, so I probably give it to 450-ish. 472, huh? 472, fine. Hundred and 18. It's fine. Keep it at 4. 472. Okay, fine. This one feels natural on 472, which is good. How much is the, yeah, 472, and the walk speed should be 118. 118. Let's see. Animation is a bit faster for this, so 230. Why is it 6? 157. Good. 157. 157, and let's go. Yeah, this one looks natural. Okay, fine. So yeah, that is how we'll keep it. And like I said, so in our next lecture, while running, we'll actually implement that first of all, running and walking in the next lesson, and also we'll look into how the hand should shake a bit more while running, and while walking it should yeah, the animations are not great, like if you have better animations, always change them. um so yeah, like I was saying, in the next lesson we'll do that speed variation, the hand shaking on the speed variation. Okay, thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next lecture.